Hi Bob, you talk about changing things. You made a big change here, I think 2 years ago when you got Mikey on the bag. I believe there could be another change in the team this week, and just talk a little bit about that and the thinking behind that.
Yeah, I just started with Simon about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. Just out of the reason that I was just needing a change, just a different voice. Nothing happened with me and Dave. I was still message him, just send stupid messages here and there, but I was doing the same thing and I was getting the same results. So I was wanting to change the results, and to do that I had to change something. And the last 2 weeks, Munich I missed the cut, mainly because of my head. Last week I felt an actual buzz back when I was playing golf. Coming on the Sunday, I felt like we're back in a golf tournament. It's been a while since I felt like that, and it's just a different voice telling me something. I mean, it's quite similar what we're still doing, but it's just a different voice and a different way of doing it.
You still feel you're a natural golfer. How important is that to retain that natural ability that you've got?
That's everything. It won't change. Even although you've probably seen me with the ball and whatnot, and dummy swing and stuff like that, it's still, when I'm standing over the shot, it's like, how do I get this ball where I'm wanting it? There's still all the feel there, and it's just something. It's just a different way of doing it, just a different process and things, and it's actually helped me getting away from the result, having this or what I'm doing just now. It's more, I'm thinking about it more rather than just trying to hit it to 10 feet or whatever it is.
Right, just to the back of the room here.
Hi Bob. Just to say, with the LIV players joining this week, what's your position on them being able to play in this tournament?
It's a golf tournament. It's the Scottish Open. I'm here to compete in the Scottish Open, and this is the biggest 2 weeks of my career just now. I mean, the Scottish Open this week, the best field ever. The Open Championship at the Home of Golf is going to be my biggest golf tournament I've ever played in my life, and that's all I'm here to talk about. And I just want to play good in the next 2 weeks, and the rest of the stuff they can get on with.
Is there a sense of frustration that it might be overshadowing what is such an important fortnight for Scottish golf?
It can be, but again, I'm here to try and win the Scottish Open. Next week, try and win the Open Championship, and these 2 weeks are absolutely massive for me in my career, and if I can have a chance in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be something special, and I'm not really worried about what's going on.
On the Scottish Open this week, just in terms of its growth and its prestige and how it's grown in prestige over the years, this year just seems to be incredible in terms of the entries. How proud are you that this is now a tournament that so many of the world's best players want to be a part of, and like yourself, be the top dog at the end of it?
Yeah, it's superb for everyone. DP World Tour, the Scottish Open. I mean, the Servadis have done an unbelievable job in getting everything, pushing everything forward. When we first came here, it was worrying when obviously they got the poor weather, and then it dropped in wind, and I mean the scores skyrocketed, and it was scary. But they've put so much time and effort into it, and I mean the changes on the golf course this year, it's a different golf course than what we've had. And looking at the weather, it's going to be a bit of the same. And but no, as a golf tournament now, it feels like one of the best. It's always been one of my big ones, but now it feels like it's right up there with any other golf tournament.
And to Michael over on the left.
You've kind of just answered my question there, Bob, because I know some people have said in the past that, or certainly some other Scots have said in the past that it's the fifth major this particular week. I'm guessing, with the PGA Tour now being on board, can you explain maybe how, from what you've seen so far, how the tournament has been elevated? And as a follow-up to that, your earliest and fondest memories of this tournament, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I just think with the alliance and stuff, I'm not sure the number. Is it 14 out of the top 15 in the world that are here this week? I mean, there's not, is it? There's not many golf tournaments in the world that you get that. You might get it at Tiger's event, they're preparing for the Open Championship as well, and they're coming here to compete, get links golf experience, and for that to be at the Scottish Open is massive for us guys, and especially when they're giving invites to the Scottish guys. That's what it's about. It's about trying to grow the game in Scotland as well as put on one of the best tournaments in the world.
Sorry, just to follow up, your earliest memory of the tournament?
Earliest memory would be probably Ed For's winning at Loch Lomond. I was there. We used to go every year there because it's only an hour and a half from home, so it's a fairly short trip for us. But no, I remember them getting piped out from behind the little castle at the back of the 18th at Loch Lomond, and I mean, it's always been a special one for us.
Okay, with Alex at the back here.
Yeah, Bob, could you talk a little more about the changes you made with your caddy? I mean, how hard is that to make that decision, and then how hard is it to find exactly the caddy that you're looking for?
So we changed the caddy 2 years ago now to this event, and it was, I felt like I'd got to a level that I was stuck at, and I needed a way of, or felt like I needed a way of getting just that little bit better. And we kind of scoped out Mike. He wasn't caddying anymore. He was actually on a bakery run. I got Stoddy, my manager, to phone him up and spoke to him, and he came on board straight away, and it's been good. But now I've just changed coach. It's just about trying to get that little sneaky, that little bit better. Just, it's all so small, the margins are so fine now that I know what I'm looking for. I know myself how I need to get better or why I need to get better, but it's finding the way of doing it, and I feel like I'm on the right path now.
And then also, do you feel because of these two events that you're putting maybe too much pressure on yourself?
Yeah, potentially. The only pressure that I get is from me. I don't, outside, you can read whatever you want, but these events, I hardly look at things and social media and whatnot. I'm here to try and compete. But yeah, there's always an expectation from me, from myself, and obviously it's going to get hyped up a little bit more because it is the Scottish Open and the Open, and it's on home soil. But at the end of the day, I've got to try and stick to what I do. And last week I finally had a good result, and I'm seeing signs of good things.
And to Phil.
Bob, just looking from the outside, you seem like you're quite hard on yourself sometimes on the course and even off it. Is that fair? And if so, any plans to change it, or is that just the way you are? That just suits, or that's where you play your best golf? Yeah,
in the last wee while, I've been really hard on myself, just because the results haven't been going my way, and I've not been playing at the level I know I can play at, and I think I've been getting on top of myself too easily recently. It's been one bad shot and it's a disaster. But now, Munich was a kind of eye-opener. I realised that you can't let these things happen. I missed the cut when I was through about 30 holes. I was looking at the top of the leaderboard, and then after 36 I was on the way home. So it's stuff like that. And then last week I realised that just keep doing what we're doing. I know why that happened, and we stuck to what we were doing for 72 holes, and it was far better. I took away the noise from it within myself, and I just actually played some decent golf. But it's never going to change. I know I've played so many sports growing up, and I know I get people want to just be there and compete from a young age and just get playing the sport, but that wasn't me growing up. I was wanting to win, whether it was we're playing conkers in the house with my mum or I was playing golf. I wanted to win, and it's never going to change.
Do you soak your conkers in vinegar, or put them in you used to put them in the airing cupboard to try and make them harder? Is that that competitive?
No, it was just a fair battle.
And just to the front right here.
I know you're always going to have this drive for self-improvement, and hence why you have a swing coach, hence why you spend so many hours on the range, but how much of golf is it's finding that balance about what you do technically against what you have as natural touch.
It's everything. It's about trying to merge them all together. You can go too far one way, you can go too far the other. Sometimes the last wee while I felt like I was relying too much on my touch. But it's just trying to merge that, and you'll see me this week, or the last couple of weeks, it's like a dummy swing. It's just to almost get it in my brain, right, that's the feeling I want to have. But then when I kind of take the second shimmy, it's like, well, that's the shot we've got, let's hit it. But it's just about getting the little feels and within my body, within my muscles to try and replicate, because I know that that's the perfect spot for me. But again, still just, you can't swing a golf swing, a perfect golf swing in a 30 mile an hour crosswind. It's just about feeling it, try to get the ball there, but when it's flat cam, you can start to swing it a little bit more mechanically, as I would say.
Touching what you were speaking about earlier, you certainly sound as though you're getting pretty fed up with all the live stuff. Would that be fair?
Again, it's golf. I mean, I'm here to play Scottish Open and the Open, and what they do is none of my business.
The only thing with it is the viewing figures have been, they've not been great so far. I'm just wondering if you ever had a week off or you had a bit of spare time, given the format, and it is obviously quite different. Would you ever feel compelled to go out your way to watch it?
I'm too busy. I'm too busy sitting on my couch at home watching the TV or playing shinty. I'm not really interested in. When I'm weeks off, I don't really watch golf. I just go and chill out with family, friends, and play a bit of shinty here and there.
Back over to Michael on the
Yeah,
left.
sorry, me again, Bob. Just wondered your thoughts on the DP World Tour, PGA Tour announcement last week, particularly the strengthening, if you like, the pathway or the easing of the pathway towards PGA Tour cards. Your thoughts on that, and does that change your thinking between now and the end of this year in any way, shape or form?
Yeah, it changes quite a bit. I think it's a great opportunity for myself, especially. I mean, 25-year-old, and you've got a pathway to the strongest fields in world golf. For me, everybody strives to play against the best players in the world, and right now the best players in the world are playing the PGA Tour. And with the alliance and the join, the merge, it gives us an opportunity to get there, to play against them week in, week out. And obviously you never forget where you came from, you never forget that where you started and the chance you've got. But I mean, if I can compete against the best players in the world week in, week out, you've got to take that chance. And for me, it's an absolute brilliant opportunity. And going forward for the rest of the season, it means I might not have to chase the Cornferry Tour finals, because I know that I've got that later on. But I mean, I've really only planned up to after next week. I mean, there's too much going on, and after that we'll decide whether we go to Hillside or what we do going forward.
Okay. I think that is everyone. Thank you very much, Bob.
Thank
Good luck
you.
this week.